Right, let's go get this started. Start with some movement, start rolling out the neck. Nice, full, rounded rolls, first direction. Let that spiral start to go down the spine a bit. Now roll the shoulders and the thoracics into it. Still rolling the neck. Reverse the direction. Up them all the way down to the hips. Still rolling the shoulders and the head. Stand on up, arms overhead. Big inhale in. Stretch that front of the body and exhale, forward, forward, forward. Inhale overhead. Lifting at the rib cage and extending the core. And now forward, forward. Lift overhead. Forward, forward. Lift the right hand up to the side. Straighten that right leg. You can bend the left knee. Right hand comes back down. Switch sides. And switch again. And again. Feel this stretch come all the way down into your glute med on the leg that's staying straight. Rotate big at the chest. Drop that right hand back down straight. The left leg, left arm comes up. Excellent. Hands on the ground, spread the feet out wide. Nice and wide. Walk the hands forward and lean back into the heels. All the way to the heels. Hands are just barely touching the ground as they counterbalance and you walk forward. Tuck your chin, elongate your spine. Big breath here. Squeeze the core and push the air out. Now walk some weight onto the wrists and all the way out into a plank. Wow. From this plank position, drop the pelvis down, open the chest up, go to a loaded cobra. Hips are not going to touch the ground, still stay hovering on those toes, and then come back into a down dog. Back into a plank, and then down to a cobra. Plank, up dog, or down dog. Back to a plank. Open to the right side. Right hand's going to go up. Doing a right-sided plank. Really stretch that hand to the sky. Push that left hand deep into the floor. Your right foot is in front of your left, and you're squeezing your feet together. Now drop the hips down and lift them up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Back to neutral. Bring the right hand back down and go into that cobra. Still hovering. Now to a down dog. Really open up that low back, lift the sacrum to the sky. Let those shoulders rise up near the ears. Back to a cobra. Down dog one more time. Back down to a plank. Open up to the left. Again, left foot is in front of the right. Stretch that left hand to the sky. Squeeze the core. Nice, strong plank. Now give me 5 hip dips. Beautiful. Roll onto the back, and we're in the crab position. Crab position, we're doing our usual crab flow, so our right hand's going to come across the body, right elbow to right knee. and then lift for the sky, trying to lift that right hip as high as you can, stretching the right hand across the body and feeling that nice big front body cross stretch. And then come around the knees, reset, follow it over with the left hand, elbow to knee, and reach. Switch sides. Switch. Excellent. Come on back down. Lift those hips up. Both hands stay on the ground. Open the chest. Squeeze the feet, the heels towards the hands towards the heels, and then drop the hips back down. Butt's gonna come on the ground. I'll do this one facing y'all. Let your knees fall to the left. Right knee should be right inside the left foot. Good. Dang, my cue. Right knee should be right inside the left foot. And then what you're going to do is you're going to reposition your pelvis such that the pelvic bones are pointing straight down this left femur. This is so that you can drop your body down and start to stretch deep into the glute muscles in the piriformis, really opening up that hip joint from the backside as you drop your chest all the way to the floor. We're going to hang out here for about 30 seconds while you stretch this low back. Beautiful. Go ahead and lift the body up. And now open the body to the left. Give yourself a nice big rotational stretch. Breathe deep into the core. Good. Now rotate to the right. Trying to sit nice and tall. Good. Extend the body back. Flex it forward. And now lift up and come up onto these knees. Drop the hips back to load into a nice hip hinge. Keep the spine good and straight. Keep that chin retracted. Drop down just a little bit deeper. Hands come in front of you for counterweight. Open to the right. Close it down. Open left. Close that down. Lean left. And exhale, lean right. Back to the inhale. Hands come forward. Chest or hips go down slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Let's switch to the opposite side. Once you get over here, again, reposition those hip bones or those sit bones so that the hip bones are pointed in line with the femur. Bring your body down and start to stretch that piriformis in those glutes. We're going to hang out here for another 30 seconds. begin to lift the body up. Once you're all the way up, rotate to the right. Nice and tall, just a good core stretch here. And now to the left. Back to the neutral, lean to the left, lean to the right, extend back, and forward fold. Lift the body up onto the knees, load the weight back into the knees, or into the hips. Nice good hip hinge here, arms coming front. Inhale, open to the left. And right. Inhale, lean to the right. And exhale, lean left. Hands come back in front of you. Sit down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Let's go ahead and meet in a quadruped position here. Get a little bit more spinal mobility. So inhale, belly drops down, head goes back, hips come back. Big inhale, big body opener. Exhale, close it all down. Crunch the core in. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, back to neutral. Let's train some cross-body patterns here. So we're going to do the bird dog. What I want you to do is lift the right hand up, the left knee up. Keep that core nice and straight. Notice that whenever I lift it, I didn't start twisting. The right hand and left knee come up. And what you're going to do is keep the toes curled up towards the nose. Keep the fingers spread nice and wide. And you're going to extend both of those limbs out all the way, keeping the core nice and tight before pulling them back in. And the elbow and the knee are going to touch. We're going to go for 5, 2. Nice and slow. 3, 4, 5. And reset those hands and knees. Lift the left hand up, lift the right knee up. Curl the toes up towards the shin, and now extend everything away. Three, 4, 5. Reset. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, curl it down. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. Curl those toes underneath. Open the knees up a bit wider. Sit back into the heels. And let's go into a child's pose. Bring the hands back towards the armpits by the knees. Lift the chest up. Lean back into the heels and meet me in a deep squat. Deep squat will have the heels still on the ground. Chest is going to come up. Elbows go to the insides of the knees if you can get to prayer position. Excellent. Push the knees to the inside, to the elbows, and the elbows to the knees. Brace the core, continuing to lift the spine, and dropping that pelvis down. The side angle looks something like this. Rolling those shoulders back. Trying to open the chest more and more. And then let's stand up. If you haven't noticed you're doing things a little bit backwards today, let the arms rise to your side. curl the fingertips in, thumbs are pointing forward, hands should be in this position here, and forward shoulder circles. Really feel those shoulders decompress as you try to reach your hands away from your body. Hands are going to begin to drift forward. Keep those shoulder blades pulled back while the shoulders are still going forward. So we're not here, we're here. Once you get to the middle, reverse the circle. Hands come all the way to the outside. As they get to the outside, thumbs start pointing up. And then back. You can stop spinning, spread the fingertips away from the elbow pits, reach the elbow pits away from the armpits, pull those thumbs back behind you, activate the rhomboids. Excellent. From here, forward shoulder circles. Let the shoulders drift back to a neutral position, and then allow the hands to drift overhead. Squeeze the core and the glutes as you go overhead so that the lumbar spine doesn't collapse. And then once you get to the top, reverse the circle. Bring the hands all the way back down. Excellent. Feeling pretty limber, feeling pretty activated. Let's go ahead and move into breath work. For breath work today, we will practice some more of our Wim Hof training, our breath hold training. Remember, this is training the ability to stay calm in a stressed state. That's the bigness of what we're doing here on a more physical level. What we're doing is we're training our body's ability to handle CO2, which is another chemical that builds up in the lungs, and that's what makes you feel like you need to breathe. So as we train this, you'll get better breath holds, and you'll be able to handle stressful situations with more ease. What we're going to be doing is 33 full diaphragmatic breaths, where you breathe with the stomach first, chest second, clavicles third. Breathe in as large and as big as you can. And then when you get to the top, just rebound that exhale. Don't worry about how much air comes out. You're going to have smaller exhales than you will inhales. We're going to do this 33 times. It'll take about a minute or two. And then we will hold our breath on that 33rd breath. We'll let all the air out, hold on empty, and sit on empty in a nice, still, meditative state for as long as you can. I like to do this laying down. You can do this sitting up or laying down. I'm going to opt for laying down today. If you want to get a timer, you can grab a timer now so you can start recording your breath hold times. The cadence for the breath will be something like this. So really getting that full inhale. When you think you're full, see if you can squeeze a little bit more in, and then just exhale until you're ready to pull it back in again. You're not trying to blow all the air out each time. It's a relaxed exhale. 33 breaths. I will cue on number 20, 30, and of course the final breath. On that final breath, let all your air out and hold on empty for as long as you can. And begin. That's 20. That's 33 more. One more breath. Moving directly into round two. Round two, we're going to change it up just a little bit. All the breathing will be the same, but on your final breath, if you would like to see what it feels like to do a breath hold with a full chest cavity of air, you're going to hold with your lungs full of air and slowly release that air as you end with no air in the lungs, continuing to hold as long as you can. This should be your longest breath hold. Beginning in 3 seconds. And begin. That's 20. That's 33 more. Final breath.
Moving directly into meditation. Begin to feel all of your body. Start at the outermost layer. The hair that brushes up the surface of your skin. If you have a fan on, can you feel how the hair follicles stimulate the skin to feel that wind? Can you feel the elasticity of your skin? How it's all interconnected with itself like this giant, perfectly shaped glove that holds you together ever so nicely. Can you feel areas where the skin might be a little tight or a little loose? Explore your skin. Feel the outside of it, feel the inside of it, and all the layers. Can you tell areas in the body where the skin is thicker or thinner? Can you feel the difference in the tone and the turgor of the skin? Bring your awareness to the back of the hand and now to the palm of the hand. Can you feel that difference in the tone of your skin? Deeper, lower, resonant, bassy tone in the palm of the hand where that skin is quite a bit thicker. And a little bit lighter, more from like an air instrument. Thinness, softness, tenderness of the skin on the back of the hand. Almost like it has a more transparent feel to it than the palm of your hand. Now bring your awareness in a layer deeper from the skin and start to feel your muscle tissue. Maybe with this you want to give a little sway side to side just to activate some muscles going down your body so you can feel your muscles. And I also invite you to sit remarkably still and still explore the muscles. As you breathe, can you feel that diaphragm move? Can you feel the intercostal muscles lift the ribs? Maybe you can feel your lats and your traps engaged in that breath. Let's explore the breath and the connectivity to the muscles. So don't try to breathe any differently, but follow your breath through the musculature. It's easy to feel the diaphragm and the ribs. The next step is feeling the lats and the traps. Maybe the rhomboids in the back of the scapulas. Moving on from there, I want you to explore up into your neck with each breath. Notice what muscles become activated. From the neck, go up the back of the skull. Can you feel the muscles moving as you breathe? Now drifting down the back of the skull, back down the neck, just below the ribs to that low back. Check in with your low back. Notice what you notice as you breathe. Is one side firing more than another? Are they firing together? Are they nice and stable, comfortable, awake from that movement that we did? Explore down into the pelvic bowl. The pelvic bowl is a group of muscles on the inside of the pelvis. So this isn't the glutes. This isn't the quads or the hamstrings. This is kind of the diaphragm of the pelvis, if you will. Feel how that pelvic bowl is integrated and connected with your breath. And if you can't feel it, I invite you to make that breath a little bit bigger to activate the diaphragms or the pelvic bowl so that you can find it. When doing this, breathe into the stomach. Since we're at the pelvic bowl, let's go ahead and take it a layer deeper from the muscles. And let's dive into the viscera. Traveling up from the pelvic bowl. Feel your organs in your insides. Check in with your body. What needs does your body have today? Not wants does the mind have, but what needs for nourishment does the body have? Do you need a healthy fat meal? Do you need some protein? Do you need some energy? Do you need some water? It's first thing in the morning, so it's likely that we all need a little bit more water than we've had. Notice how you feel right now. Notice how you can ask the gut what you need. And in this presence and stillness, an intuitive hit will come through. This is true connection with your body. Often we ask ourselves what we want to eat, and we go up to our headspace. We go to our mind, we go to our cravings. What are we in the mood for? What sounds good? What tastes good? What if you asked your body, what do you need for nourishment? Imagine a life deeply connected to your body. This is where it starts. In getting quiet, in getting still, connecting with your vessel, acknowledging all the parts, even the parts you don't think about very often. Move on up to the lungs. These vital bags that fill with oxygen, replenishing our blood so that every cell in our body can be full of fresh, clean oxygen. These lungs filter out nearly 90% of the toxin filtration happens in your lungs. The lungs are constantly working to keep your body clean, to expel what the body doesn't need, and to pull in what it does. A powerful filter. And our final layer of depth leads us to our heart. Feel the heartbeat. Feel the rhythm of your drum. Feel the amplitude of your heartbeat as you can feel the arteries pulsate and thump in your arms and in your fingers, in your neck and in your face, in your stomach, in your legs, in your toes, anywhere you can feel it. Feel that reverberating beat, that reverberating thump. Get lost in the rhythm of who you are. Connect to the heart space. Oh, what stillness. What stillness we can have. How that allows us to feel so much more of who we are. Today's meditation was all about journeying through the physical body. Allowing yourself to feel more of who you are. Feel more of this amazing body that you have. To acknowledge places that maybe you haven't acknowledged before. Once you've experienced the body on this level, you can't unexperience it. You now have a tool and a strategy for how to listen to your body's needs and to get those needs met. The more you practice this, the more you can create health, vitalistic health that the body needs. The more you create health, the more adaptable and resilient your body is. The more adaptable and resilient your body is, the more peace of mind you will have. See, your body isn't this organism that's constantly breaking down that we need to fix. It's a very intelligent, extremely evolved organism. And it knows what it needs. We simply need to listen and honor those needs. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. That will complete today's Move, Breathe, Meditate. Thanks for catching this recording, y'all. Look forward to doing this again next week. Take care.